Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys about Quant. Just go ahead and make sure to remind everybody before the FOMC meeting that on Tuesday, September the 17th, we're going to be looking to see a reduction as far as maybe a 25 basis point reduction in interest rates in America, perhaps. But well, anyways, it's probably about a 90% chance it's going to happen. But anyways, whatever we say on the channel is not financial advice. However, if you like what you see today, we just ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. We are growing. We just ask you to grow with us. We definitely appreciate you guys, and we're definitely looking at Quant. Now, I'm going to say this about Quant very quickly. Notice right here that on the day, Quant is up about 1%, maybe a little bit, 1.5%. On the 7-day, Quant is up 2.5%. On the month, Quant is down just a little bit. So that's going to be about 4% down, 4.5% or so. I want to mention the fact that that is a good thing because of the fact that a lot of people who are looking to consolidate have enough time to get in there before this thing goes up again. Don't forget, it hasn't been too long ago that Quant was already up at like $130. But now that it's cooled off a little bit, it's a great time to get a little bit extra. So on the 1 year, don't forget that Quant is also up. So Quant has been doing rather well as of late. Keep that in mind. The good part about Quant is the market cap is just a little bit above $1 billion. The market supply, the total circulating supply is 12 million. So some great things are happening. The rarity of Quant is going to be set into play, and a lot of momentum is going to be heading on our side here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cryptocurrency market here. And in this particular case with the coin market cap, you see that the fear and greed is about at neutral at 53. Altcoin season looks like it's really getting here according to the indicators. It's at 72 out of 100. So the market cap itself is over 4 trillion, and it's looking like pretty good over 4 trillion. So as far as like it's almost 4.1 trillion. So this is looking very nice. I'm noticing that Solana is up, BNB is up. There's several coins that your big coins are going up first, okay? We already know that what usually happens in the markets, you have the large caps, they run first. Then after the large caps run, you have your mid caps. So I would maybe technically call Quant maybe like a mid cap. So if I don't see Quant run first, I'm not going to be surprised. But at the same time, it has that positive momentum as of right now. You notice I kept waiting for Quant to try to go below 100 again. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to play that game anymore. Quant, a lot of Quant holders are watching, and a lot of people have their, how can I say, they're setting their limits, and they're not allowing that to go under 100 this time. So a lot of people buying around 100, and they won't let it go below. Just saying, but not financial advice. Now let's go ahead and look at the Bitcoin dominance. In this particular case, we got 56.8%, Ethereum about 13.8%, and others 29.4%. So let's look a little bit further. Just refresh that just a second, see if we got anything pretty much about the same. Now, let's go into our X site, also known as Twitter, right? But taking a look at this is talking about Quant. This is very impressive. We'll talk more about it in detail, but let me just go ahead and read a little bit. Programmable money will reshape financial infrastructure as we currently know it by removing manual intervention and reducing operational complexity. Businesses can cut costs, save time, and focus on growth. Consumers gain more control and confidence in managing their financial institutions. Managing their finances. Their financial institutions can innovate and scale in ways previously impossible. So this is definitely a beautiful article. This is from our Quant team here. So just a heads up on what's going on. Founder Gilbert Verdian, so founder and CEO. So I like what he's saying. He's talking about some really good information. So what can we say? Just the internet transformed the flow of information. Programmable money will transform the flow of value. Very nice, very impressive. We're going to hear more. It says right here that in next month, not this month, of course, but in the month of October, says Gilbert Verdian will be the founder and CEO will be attending InFin's FinTech as a Force for Good forum to share its insights on how we can build a safer, more transparent, and inclusive financial system. So this is going to be impressive. Um, this is going to be in London too. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, it's also going to be in London. So those Londoners, you could probably just walk to this event, just tell us what happened. Just saying. But anyways, if you're feeling that strongly about it, just put it in the comments. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, we'll make sure that we look at that information as well. So let's see what else we got here. I think we need to talk about CBOS just one more time to remind people of that. Let me see if I can get down to the bottom here. Okay, it's talking about Quant hosting the CBOS event that's going to be in Frankfurt, Germany. And it says we're hosting the CBOS Welcome event. This is going to be on Tuesday, September the 30th, 2025. Of course, it's going to be in the Discover area. And this is going to be, it says 1630 to 1830. That's really like 4:30 in the afternoon to 6:30 in the afternoon. Looks like a 2-hour event, asking you to register. So it's going to be very nice. Don't forget, Frankfurt is the capital as far as the financial capital. I'm not saying it's the capital. We know it's another, it's not a capital, but it's the financial capital, financial and industrial capital of Germany. And Germany is, as we can say, is the industrial and financial capital of the European Union. So this is going to be an extremely important meeting. It's going to be a lot of people there. And as you see at the bottom right here, it says the global markets handle roughly 50 trillion pounds worth of securities, yet the infrastructure powering these transactions would be recognizable to traders from the 1980s. So what they're talking about is the transformation that Quant is making to money. So this is going to be very impressive. Talking about automated money, programmable money. This is going to be very nice, and it's going to be a special event. So if you get a chance to go. Now, speaking of which, let's talk about infrastructure of money. This is a Quant site. I am not going to be able to go into this, but I want you, if you get a chance to look at the Quant Network site, this is information on the infrastructure of money, talking about Quant Flow. But there is a video right here with this guy, Gilbert Verdian. And it's pretty impressive. I liked it. As I'm listening to this gentleman, I said, well, this guy is really intelligent. Maybe even a financial genius. I don't want to go that far, but at the same time, when you hear something over a few minutes, you can tell when someone has some really good thoughts and some really. I'm just going to say, I thought he was very innovative. I think he's really good at what he does, and he really talked about the automation of money and programmable money and the different uses of money that are now available through the power of, how can I say, the crypto ecosystem. So this guy is impressive. If anything else, I can say that Mr. Verdian is very impressive. He is very articulate. He explained it so well and broke it down. But like I said, I'm not going to try to play it now. But if you get a chance to go to the Quant website, you can actually play it for yourself, listen to him, and let him explain how well he breaks it down. I was like, wow, this is why the guy is the CEO. This is why the guy is the founder. He really put a lot of time and effort into what he's doing. He knows what he is doing. Guys, listen to it if you can. If you have any doubts about Quant after listening to this, you're not, in my personal opinion, and not financial advice, you would probably not have any doubts in your mind because this guy knows what he is talking about. So let's go ahead and keep it moving a little bit, talking about what's going on. Another positive thing about Quant is going to be the ISO 20022 compliance. This is from the Arthur Eric Huffman. So you go ahead and go down to the Quant portion, talk about it right away. So right here, this is talking about how the Quant has the Overledger technology, facilitates interoperability across the blockchains, the enterprise solutions tailored for large-scale business applications, and secure and scalable. This is designed for robust performance. Now, this is the thing. This Quant is more, how can I say, concentrated on the larger businesses, things of that nature. We talked about one of the hospital systems working with Quant. We're talking about governments working with Quant. We're talking about the really, really big institutions working with Quant, which is why Quant is really not going anywhere but up because of the fact that they're just now started to adopt Quant in a lot of ways. So it says right here, the Quant is a new blockchain platform that focuses on interoperability between different blockchain networks. Through its Overledger technology, enables seamless communications and transactions across various distributed ledger technologies. This capability is crucial for building interconnected blockchain ecosystems where assets and data can move freely and securely. Very secure network, very free network. Quant is very impressive. We talk about it from time to time again. And really, Quant has nowhere to go but up. Just going to say that. Right. So let's go ahead and look a little bit, going to the whale alert that we see. And this is a big time whale alert, talking about $100,000 several hundred K transactions surge in Quant. I'm just going to say Quant right now because that's what I'm focusing on. And so let's just go to Quant and read about it. So let's see. Larger than normal whale transactions over $100,000. Let's see if there's anything else we can see right here. Suggested elevated breakout or reversal for Quant. I will say that much. Let me keep it moving a little bit. Where we want to go with this one, let's just go ahead and start reading. Potentially signaling upcoming price direction changes. In other words, we're going to be going on the way up. So just a little bit of a heads up on that. Moving down a little bit in my article, I just want to read about what I have with Quant. For Quant, a project focused on blockchain interoperability. Similar spikes have correlated with 10 to 25% volatility swings, often aligning with broader market sentiment shifts. Without real-time price data at the moment, traders can reference recent trading volumes on exchanges. So it's beginning to talk about where Quant is going to face some key barriers, but the levels combined with whale signals could inform entry points for long positions if bullish confirmation emerges, such as increased trading volume or positive on-chain fund flows. So just in other words, look for, how can I say, a certain direction upward. Quant is going to be going all the way up. And so we're seeing a lot of whale action. So, all right, let's go to a actual 6-month chart. I want you to show you the 6-month chart for Quant, how it's going up very nicely. What was this? Back in April and May, Quant was well below $100. But now, if you notice, ever since June and a little bit of June at the end, ever since then, really from July onward, Quant has pretty much been at above $100 or somewhere around there. I think it went as high. Yeah. It went as high as 130 something way up here. And once it got down to 100, that thing just started moving. It's like it would not budge. I'm telling you, it would not budge. It went right back up above 100. And so what we're looking at right now is we're looking at Quant perhaps getting ready to make a big time move. I'm not absolutely sure exactly when, but like I said before, by Quant being a mid cap, it may not run as fast as some of the other ones. But I want you to notice something real quick. This is the 5-day. So let me get that 5-day up. Notice what the 5-day, seeing a nice little snake, a little bit of a stairwell here. Now, I think that what's going to be happening here, notice this nice consolidation over the last few hours. This may last all the way until Tuesday, and I'm not sure. But at the same time, no one has a crystal ball, right? But at the same time, what I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking, is that if the meeting, FOMC meeting is very nice, and the cut as far as a rate cut, then we could definitely look at that. So, all right. But anyways, and there definitely should be some great information on the line there. So just saying, not financial advice, but I got a feeling that hopefully after Tuesday, we're off to the races and we're going to make some money. So just saying that Quant is looking really good, guys. I'm just saying. But at the same time, we understand that, for those of us who are being wise and being smart, we know that Quant has a very rare quality as far as it is very scarce. There's only 12 million of these guys. And as long as we play our cards right and hold, we should be just fine. This is Al with Real Life Investing. Talk about one of our best, how can I say, our best crypto as far as the one that we know is going to be on the way up. One of those so-called no-brainers. Y'all have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.